Hi guys, welcome to Club Today. What we have on the agenda for today is a segment we're calling In Other News, where you guys are going to learn how to make some cool treats for yourself and your family. Then we have Minute to Win It with Bonnie and Denise, and then we have STEM with Cam. Make sure you tune in today for the whole day because we are going to be giving out 2 different prizes for the activities today. Hi guys! This is going to be a fun segment that I'm going to do every Wednesday called In Other News. And the purpose of it is to do some fun activities and to maybe make some cool recipes and do a lot of other really fun things that are going to reflect on the great things that are still happening around us. During this time, it's easy to focus on all of the scary stuff going around and to just fixate on it and think about it all the time, and that can be a really scary thing. And it's hard to remember sometimes that there is still good things going on around us. And so that is the purpose of what I'm going to be doing, is talking about the great things that are happening and some fun things rather than scary things. And so for today, I was thinking, what is something that I wish I could do right now? Like, what is something that is so much fun and that makes you so happy? Where is the happiest place on earth? Disneyland. And so I'm thinking, we can't go to Disneyland, but could we bring like maybe a little bit of Disneyland to us? And that got me thinking, what is my favorite part about Disneyland? The rides, yeah, they're great, but no, the food. I think the food there is the best thing ever. And so I found a couple cool, easy, like do-it-yourself at home recipes from Disneyland that I am going to show you guys how to make today because I think they're going to be really good.
So with these recipes, you can totally just make them for fun. Make sure you get a parent's permission first. Or you can do a fun thing where you do like a Disney themed family dinner for your whole entire family. So the first recipe that I'm going to show you is Disneyland's famous Dole Whip. And the second recipe is going to be some pretty simple steps on how you can make a Mickey Mouse pretzel.
Okay, so here are the ingredients that you will need for this. You will need a half a cup of pineapple juice, and as you can see, it's kind of already there in the bottom. You'll need 2 cups of frozen pineapple, but guess what? I didn't have frozen pineapple, but I did have frozen strawberries and peaches, so this is going to be more of a strawberry peach whip, but I think it's going to be just as good. And then the last thing you'll need is 1 big scoop of ice cream. And so after you blend it all together, this is a nice, smooth, kind of fluffy mixture that you are going to get, and you are about ready to eat it now. But if you've seen Disneyland's Dole Whip, you know that they don't just scoop it out and put it into a bowl. They have a really cool way of swirling it into a nice cup for you. And so I'm going to show you how we can create that cool swirl with it. What we're going to do is get a pair of scissors, and we're going to make a cut just right along here, about a ½ inch up. And then you put all of your mixture into a bag. Make sure that the slit is at the end that you are going to start squeezing it out of. And there's my finished product. It tastes just as good as it looks. But I feel like you guys could somehow make this look even better. So if you do make this recipe at home, take a picture of how beautiful your presentation is and send it to royteen@bgcweberdavis.org because I would love to see how you guys make a Dole Whip. So the ingredients that you will need to make these pretzels are dry yeast, sugar, warm water, flour, salt, butter. So the first thing that you're going to do is pour 3/4 cup of warm water, ½ teaspoon of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of the yeast into a bowl. Stir it around and let it sit for about 10 minutes until it becomes kind of light and frothy looking. And while you're waiting for that mixture to sit in that bowl for 10 minutes, in a separate bowl, you can pour 2½ cups of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar,
and 3/4 teaspoon of salt and give that a nice stir around and get that nice and mixed up. All right, so after you have all of that mixed up, you are gonna pour the contents of your first bowl right into the second bowl, along with 1 tablespoon of butter. Okay, so after you mix all of those wet and dry ingredients together, and then get in there with your hands and knead it around for about 5 or 6 minutes, you'll get this nice little ball of dough that looks similar to this. So the next step is we're gonna come back to the first bowl that we used. As you can see in this bowl, it looks like a little oily because I sprayed it with some of this olive oil. And we are going to transfer our ball of dough into here and kind of roll it around so it gets some of that oil all over it. And then we're gonna cover this bowl with saran wrap and let it sit for about an hour. And that will give this little ball of dough time to double in size. Okay, so I let my dough rise for an hour. As you can see, I already got my hands in there and kind of pulled some of the dough out. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a chunk of it out and you're gonna put it on your counter, on a greased countertop, so you can spray a little Pam on your counter. And you're gonna roll it out so it kind of just looks like a long worm, and then you can work it into any shape that you want it to be. Because this is Disney themed, I did roll mine out to be in the shape of Mickey Mouse. And so as you can see, I put it on a tray here with some aluminum foil underneath it, and I sprayed a little bit of Pam on the aluminum foil so it wouldn't stick. And now I am going to put it in the oven. My oven is set to 450 degrees, and I am going to put it in there for about 5 to 6 minutes. All right, and after 6 minutes in the oven, this is the finished product. You can get it out, put it on a plate, put some salt and butter on it, and you are ready to eat it.
Okay. All right. Alright, welcome to Club Guys. Today I will be doing some STEM and we'll be doing popsicle stick catapults. Before we do that though, I want to let you guys know that for some of these activities we're going to be doing prizes at the end. So for this one in particular, what we're going to be doing is I want you guys to send pictures of your catapult, and I want you to send pictures of your measured distance that you get from shooting your little paper ball, and we'll discuss that all later in the video. You will send these pictures to royteen@bgcweberdavis.org. So, you send it there, and then we will pick the winner depending on height and design of the catapult. And then from that point on, you can send in what prize you want. There will be a list of different prizes. We'll be making a video about this soon, just giving you more information on it, but I just want to let you guys know is that that's something that we're going to be doing with some of these activities. So, to get into it, how's it gonna go? Making popsicle stick catapults. All you're gonna need, popsicle sticks. You can also use rulers if you have just extra rulers laying around. Basically anything flat and just wooden. You can also use spoons as well. They'll just be a little bit different design. Just kind of putting up the two. You'll just be stacking spoons on top of each other. So yeah, all you're gonna need, popsicle sticks, rubber bands of any type. I just have these medium thickness ones. Spoon, or you can use a cap of like a soda bottle. All you gotta need is just hold something about this size. So for our ammo, what we're gonna be using is just get a piece of paper, tear it, and just make a little ball about the size of your thumb or so. Just so we're all kind of having the same weight and size of ammunition we're gonna be shooting. So, got that, and then finally, just a pair of scissors. So, to start, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start making the base for our actual launcher. How that's gonna go is you're just gonna take one of your popsicle sticks, and you're gonna make 2 notches on each side, equal to each other. You can see that right there. So all you're gonna do with the scissors, just carefully and gently, because you don't wanna crack these. I just cut a little triangle, if you can, into the side of the popsicle stick. And at that point you can just take the edge of the scissor and just kind of create it off. So it makes a little wedge in between the two. And from that point on, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take your popsicle sticks and you're just gonna stack them on top of each other, like so. So just stack them. Grab your little rubber band and just roll it on there, like so. So now you have a little fan, I guess, of popsicle sticks. What you're gonna do next is you're gonna make 2 of the little notched popsicle sticks. So you have 2 notches, so you're gonna have 2 with 4 on each. No, cut this out. You'll have 2 popsicle sticks, and each one will have a notch on each side, so you can loop the rubber band around so it doesn't slip. So after that, what you're gonna do is just split these where you want. So what you want to remember is your height from your bottom and your top is gonna determine how much leverage you can have to fire the little ball. So what I'm gonna do is just put this is gonna be my base. So what this is gonna look like at the end is like this. So you're gonna have like that, if you can see, and it's gonna launch forward. So at this point, what we're gonna do, we have that sticking through. I have it through the very bottom one, just on the top of it. You're just gonna take this other rubber band, loop it around the other side, so that it's all closed up, like so. So now you have kind of a cross with your bottom plate in the middle. So next is, you can do 2 ways. You can either go for, you can put, if you have a spoon, just put the spoon on top and then loop this around. It's kind of difficult, but just get it around the spoon and get it sitting good. You can also use like hot glue, normal glue. You can tape it. I'm just using rubber bands because that's what I got. But you can do anything you want to hold in your spoon or firing device. So next up, we're just gonna grab one more band, and then we are going to just set that on top of each other like so. And then using the notches that you made in the two popsicle sticks, you're just going to loop that around and just making sure that you set the sticks with the rubber band. So get this around. Make sure it's nice and tight, or else it's going to slip out from under you when you try to shoot it. So you want that nice and tight. So how you're going to fire these is you're going to hold the bottom right here and just hold that and boom, shoot. So let's test it out. Pretty good. So in essence, what this will be about is we're going to go for distance, not for height. So keep that in mind when you're making your catapult, because if you stack it too high, what's going to happen is it's going to shoot just straight up, because it needs enough time for your spring, which is basically your spring, to launch forward instead of just straight up. So keep that in mind with your project, what you're going to be doing. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to put up a timer for 45 minutes. And what I want you guys to do with this is I want you to come up with a design. So test a design first. So for instance, this is my first design and I thought it was pretty good, but I think there could be some improvement. So what I want you guys to do is make a design and then improve on that within the 45 minutes. So start with something, make something else with it, and just kind of keep advancing forward as much as you can with it. And then at the end, send a picture of your length, how far your distance you shot, and then your design, and send it again to royteen@bgcweaverdavis.org.
Hey Roy Teens, this is Denise.
And Bonnie.
Today we're going to be doing Minute to Win It, or as we like to call it, Hour to Win It. So we're going to be doing a scavenger hunt. It's an indoor scavenger hunt, and it's going to be super fun. All we need you guys to do is, we want you guys to be creative. You guys have 1 hour to take as many selfies as you guys can with all of the things that are going to be uploaded onto our social media page. So some of the things that you guys are going to be doing is going to be take a selfie in front of a window. Something else that you guys can do, you guys are going to be taking a selfie in front of a pile of laundry. Make sure it's clean. And another one, it can be a selfie with a scrunchie or a selfie with a celebrity. So you guys need to get really creative with that one. After you finish, each one is worth 50 points. After you finish, you're gonna add up all your points. You're gonna make sure you upload all of your pictures onto the Roy Teen at bgcweberdavis.org. Then we are going to be, after you guys upload all of the pictures, we're gonna be asking you guys to put your name on that and pick a number between 1 and 24, and you're gonna be entered into some awesome raffles that are gonna be done weekly. So again, the activity is for Minute to Win It, or as we like to call it, Hour to Win It. You guys have 1 hour to do this activity, and I hope you guys have fun and stay safe. Indoor selfie scavenger hunt.